Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is your girl bgcmeans. I am back for another cool video. If you haven't already checked and taken a look at the title, this video is all about setting up wedding reception tables. Okay, so I'm gonna answer some really cool DIY hacks, questions, or really essentials for having a nice wedding reception table. Okay, right now while I'm recording this, we are in quarantine. So if you guys are like, why is she posting this video and it's not even, you can't even do anything for a wedding, you can't go outside, that's fine. Okay, this is a video for the future, but I wanted to give you guys a clear picture on what to expect or what your essentials may be when you're planning a wedding at your reception. Okay, so if you see me looking down a lot, bear with me, you guys. I just want to take a look at my notes, but really this video is all about wedding reception table essentials. Okay, so I'm gonna start like from the top of my list, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about some really cool essentials that I like to make sure are on wedding reception tables. So these are the tables that are gonna be for your guests, okay, at your wedding. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the essentials that I like to see on the tables for a wedding, because I feel like they are like the basics or your basic shell that you should have when you're planning a wedding. Okay, so to start, of course, we're gonna need some linen on our tables. Okay, I don't mean a tablecloth, I mean linen. Okay, tablecloths can consist of, a lot of materials, but linen makes a huge difference. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's a super big essential. Okay, quick hack in between all of essentials is to make sure that whenever you're putting on your linen on the tables, the lines or creases on any of those linens, they all go in the same direction. Okay, so that's really important. So if you see that a linen has been creased or folded, okay, let me grab something here, like for example this. If you see that a linen has been folded, okay, before it's placed on your table. Okay guys, cut. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. So if you guys have seen that your linen is folded before you place it on your reception tables, you want to make sure that all of the lines that are creased before you put them on the table, that they all go in the same direction. Okay, super important. And usually the table or linen should be facing the direction where bride and groom is seated. Okay, so making sure that all creases on your linen in one direction is super an important hack, and making sure that things look uniform and an elegant space. All right, number 2 I have here, risers. Okay, essentials for a wedding reception table. Y'all got to have risers. And when I say risers, I mean like this. Okay, so sometimes when you're looking at a wedding reception table, or at any table in particular, you want to make sure that like there are high and low balances on the table, and so that everything that's decorations or decor related, that they have balance by doing highs and lows. Okay, so sometimes you might want to use like a really cute little napkin like this, or table seating. And this is a bowl. I'm gonna take a bowl. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is a bowl, and then of course this is a napkin. I'm gonna put this right over the bowl, and then I'm just gonna wrap it right around. Okay, I'll wrap it right around. Okay, so when you wrap it right around, it covers things. It makes them look really, really nice and neat. And in the event that you want to put flowers or anything on top of your risers at your tables, you can definitely do so. Okay, it adds dimension to your reception tables. Okay, so that's my other essential. Okay, another essential that I think is super important to have on your wedding reception tables, guys, because I am a firm believer in like intimate romantic weddings. Like, I love candles. Okay, candles are an essential. Okay, you want to have some like intimacy, and if you're having a wedding with your reception like towards the latter part of the evening, it's going to be dim. You want to create a full experience. So that means that you're experiencing or giving your guests an experience with sight, taste, smell, touch, all. We want to entice all of those senses so that we can give the customer, or not customer, excuse me, your wedding guests the best experience. So for me, that includes intimacy and romanticism. So candles, why not? Have them on your table. Put one or two. Doesn't matter. They can be small votive candles on your tables. But that's just an essential for me. All right. Centerpieces. Okay, so centerpieces are definitely going to be an essential on a wedding reception table. I can say in my years in working in weddings, they kind of vary, okay? So you can have a centerpiece as though it's a picture or a frame with flowers, or maybe a symbolic antique or item. So centerpieces for me are definitely essentials. You want to make sure that you have those on your wedding guest tables. Now, an interesting hack that I've run across from a previous bride was actually centerpieces that were made of picture frames. And within the picture frames, there were pictures of brides and grooms on their wedding days based off of your wedding guests. So like if you looked up to a, grandma, grandpa, and they've been married for 20 years, why not add a centerpiece by putting their photo on, your wedding reception table? And it brings up great memories. It brings up symbolic things like family. When you're getting married, it entices your guests into thinking about different things to chat about and reminisce upon during your wedding day. So cool hack. Okay. Another essential for me, of course, I talked about napkins. Now, napkins, you don't want the cheap kind. And what I mean by cheap kind is you want to make sure that they're of good quality, okay? Now, when you're getting napkins, you want to make sure that they're cloth, okay? Again, looking like this. They're cloth napkins, or I don't know what you would call this, but they're basically just napkins that you would place on your chargers, which are here. Chargers. You want to make sure that you have chargers with maybe napkins on top. It adds an extra sense of like warmth to your wedding, okay? And care too. All right. And utensils. So you want to make sure that you have your utensils in order. I'm going to put a quick picture of what they may look like as far as the settings are concerned on your wedding guest table, because that's super important. Dessert fork, dinner fork, you want to make sure that those are in order. So I'm going to put a picture below here so that you guys can see what a great example of what that may look like, okay? Of course, that's all depending on how you're serving your guests. If you have a dessert table, if they're, going to be served at our guest table from the caterers, that's super important as well. Okay. Another thing I wanted to quickly mention to you guys when you're purchasing utensils that I've seen this quite a bit is getting utensils that look like they're real. And you can purchase those things, from any online distributor. I've seen some really neat plastic forks and utensils that don't look or don't compromise the look of your overall wedding. And so I would highly suggest that you guys look into that. I'll post some of those examples below in the description box. That way you guys can see what examples I'm talking about. But I've seen quite a bit where, you know, you're not looking to purchase a big order through maybe like CE rental, and you're like, we just need forks and knives here. This is a small detail within the wedding. Hey, why not get plastic forks and knives and make sure that they look real? It happens. I've seen it. Take into heed to that hack. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't, I don't know. Skip to the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have time in between your day, take a look at some of my other videos. They should be popping up pretty soon, okay? If you haven't already, like this video, comment if you have questions. I will be doing a nice series that's associated, or I'm not going to say associated, but it's going to be like a brown bride series that's coming up. So you guys keep on looking out at my channel and take a look and see what I have to offer you for those wonderful brown brides that are getting married in 2020. Now, I know that things will be changing because of the virus and the world's current situations, but if you guys have questions or alternatives, please don't hesitate in leaving those comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I love you guys so very much, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't hesitate in sharing, and I'll see you guys soon.